What is up, everyone? It's time for Gaza. The warm-up today is very simple and relatively short because the workout is so very long. The first round will feel like a warm-up to you, but we're still gonna do some movement prep and some general stretching before we get started. So let's go with 2 minutes of cardio, your choice. I would recommend a run because that's what we're going to be doing in the workout, and then come back in for some big arm circles, a 20-second child pose. So that's getting my hands all the way out front of me and trying to push myself back into that stretch just a little bit before we get started. Then 5 reps of a seal press to the Spider-Man stretch left and right. So for this one, we're going to go seal and then step, then back to the seal and back to that step. Okay, so do that 5 reps on each side. 15-second scorpion stretch on each side. I mean, I should have just stayed on the ground for all these. Sorry, but just do the scorpion and just hold there. Stretch that hip flexor out on the top leg, twist, and stretch that chest out on the arm that you're looking away from, right? So scorpion stretch on each side. And now when we're done with that, we can get all of our stuff out. So the general premise here is just go down the list. Kettlebell, push up, pull up, box jump, running. Kettlebell. We're gonna grab our kettlebell out, do a handful of test reps, and then move on. So the kettlebell swing today is the moderate load or the standard load. So 53 for the guys, 35 for the ladies. And it is the American swing, so that is all the way overhead. And the rep count is 35, right? The next one is push-ups, right? Whether you're using an assistance device or you're doing it on the ground, the range of motion for your arms and the activation of the core should be the same, right? So all the way down to the ground, chin, chest, and thighs touch, elbow straight at the top, and that one is 30, right? Next is pull-ups. So the pull-ups today, this is our conditioning version of the pull-up, so it can be done using any assistance and any kipping or momentum-driven movement that you'd like to do. So kipping pull-up, butterfly pull-up, etc. is fine. Banded pull-up is fine, jumping pull-up is fine, but make sure that we have elbows straight at the bottom and then chin breaks the plane at the top, okay? Last one is box jumps. This is a high box jump, so 30-inch. Make sure you jump, stand to full extension of the knees and hips, and then you can either jump or step down when you do it. And when you finish your 20 box jumps, out the door for a 1-mile run. Make sure today, it's 5 rounds of that for time. So you can do the math on that. It's a significant number of reps, significant volume of running. So make sure you pick a volume that's appropriate for you before you start the workout, right? So if you get like 3 rounds in and you're only gonna do 3 rounds and you're like, man, I feel great, I'll do a 4th round, that's probably fine, right? If you have no idea what you're doing and you just say like, I'm committing to 5 rounds or die, then death is a potential, okay? So just make sure that you're making a smart decision. Talk with the coach, talk with a workout buddy, maybe you partner it up, maybe you split the reps up, maybe we do like an AMRAP style workout for 45 minutes. There's a lot of different ways to do this, to do Gaza. You still are doing Gaza even if you don't do the full thing, right? You're still doing the movements, you're still doing you're still here for the event, and it doesn't have to be the whole thing to still be Gaza, okay? So I want you to take the expectation off yourself that I have to be perfect today, or that I have to do all of it, or I didn't get a good workout in and therefore I'm not going at all, right? We've got to meet you where you are at your ability and your conditioning and your strength levels, and make sure that it's a good workout for you, okay? So that is the mentality I'd like you to take into this workout. It should be a mental grind. It should be a tough workout. You should want to quit, and then you should make yourself keep going after that point that you feel like you want to quit, right? So we're still challenging ourselves, but we're also doing it in a way that allows us to walk the next few days, right? And the coaches are really, really good at figuring out what that volume should be for you. So engage us. You know, even if we're not the one coaching the class, still like, do you think this sounds okay? I was gonna do like, you know, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5 or something like that. You know, there's a lot of different rep schemes you could use and still have a great workout. All right, that's it. Gaza prep complete as of today, and we're moving into EVA next. All right, have a great one. I'll see you guys on Monday.